Have you ever had a day where you just don't feel like yourself? Maybe your energy is lower than usual, or simple tasks seem harder than they did a few months ago. One day, you're moving around with ease, and the next, you're feeling a little off, like something's changing, but you can't quite put your finger on it. The truth is, most serious health declines don't happen overnight. They start with small, subtle warning signs that, unfortunately, 90% of seniors miss. But not you. Because today, we're going to talk about those warning signs, what they are, why they matter, and most importantly, how to catch them before they turn into something serious. Paying attention to these signals could mean the difference between staying independent and vibrant or suddenly finding yourself in a health crisis you never saw coming. Now, I know this isn't the most fun topic, but let me tell you something. You have more control over your health than you think. The key is awareness, recognizing what your body is telling you before it's too late. So let's get into it, starting with one of the most commonly overlooked signs. Subtle fatigue that won't go away. You might think, well, of course, I feel tired. I'm getting older. But listen closely. There's a difference between the natural energy shifts that come with age and persistent fatigue that doesn't go away, even with rest. If you find yourself waking up tired, struggling to get through the day, or needing frequent naps just to function, your body might be waving a red flag. Fatigue like this isn't just about getting older. It can be a sign of poor circulation, heart issues, nutrient deficiencies, or even the early stages of chronic disease. And here's the thing. Many people brush it off, thinking it's just a normal part of aging, but that's a dangerous assumption. Your body is incredibly smart. It doesn't just randomly start slowing down. It slows down when something isn't right. So what can you do? Start by checking a few simple things. Are you staying hydrated? Dehydration alone can cause sluggishness. Are you eating enough protein and iron-rich foods? Low iron levels can leave you feeling drained. And don't forget about your heart health. If fatigue is accompanied by shortness of breath, dizziness, or swelling in your legs, it's time to have a serious talk with your doctor. The point is, if you're feeling more tired than usual and you can't pinpoint why, don't ignore it. Small changes like adjusting your diet, moving more, and getting your blood work checked could make all the difference in catching a hidden issue before it becomes a major problem. Unexplained weight loss or loss of muscle. Now, let's talk about another sign that most people don't notice until it's too late: losing weight without trying. Now, you might be thinking, isn't weight loss a good thing? And sure, if you're intentionally working toward a healthier weight, that's great. But if the scale is dropping and you're not sure why, that's a red flag. Unintentional weight loss in seniors is often linked to underlying health problems. It could be anything from malnutrition to thyroid issues, or even the early stages of conditions like diabetes or cancer. And let's not forget muscle loss. Losing muscle as you age is common, but losing it too quickly can put you at serious risk for falls, weakness, and loss of independence. One of the easiest ways to check for muscle loss is this: look at your hands and arms. If your grip feels weaker or you notice your arms looking thinner than they used to, it's time to take action. Start incorporating more protein into your meals, do simple strength-building exercises, and make sure your body is getting the nutrients it needs to stay strong. And here's something even more important. If you're losing weight and you don't know why, don't wait. Talk to your doctor. Catching the cause early could prevent a much bigger health issue down the road. Your body is always talking to you. The question is, are you listening? Your body never changes without a reason. When something feels off, whether it's low energy, unexpected weight loss, or just a sense that you're not as strong as you used to be, it's a sign. And the good news? When you catch these signs early, You have the power to turn things around before they become serious. Now, let's talk about another big warning sign that many seniors ignore until it's too late. Frequent forgetfulness or mental fog. Have you ever walked into a room and completely forgotten why? Or maybe you've noticed you're misplacing things more often, struggling to find the right words, or feeling like your brain just isn't as sharp as it used to be. Occasional forgetfulness is normal, but when it starts happening more frequently, it's time to pay attention. One of the biggest myths about aging is that memory loss is just part of getting older. It's not. Your brain is like a muscle. It needs to be challenged, fueled, and supported to stay strong. When mental fog or forgetfulness become more frequent, it could be a sign of something deeper. It might be a lack of certain nutrients like B12 or omega-3s. It could be poor sleep quality, or it might even be an early warning sign of cognitive decline. The key is to act now. If you notice that your memory is slipping, start feeding your brain the right way. Eat more foods rich in healthy fats like avocados, walnuts, and salmon. Drink more water. Dehydration is one of the easiest ways to cloud your thinking. And most importantly, keep your brain active. Try learning something new, reading daily, or even using brain training exercises to keep your mind sharp. If your forgetfulness is happening more often or affecting your daily life, don't brush it off. Speak with your doctor and get your blood work checked, because sometimes the smallest adjustments can make a world of difference. Dizziness or sudden balance issues. Now, let's talk about something that catches a lot of seniors off guard. Feeling dizzy or suddenly losing balance. You might be standing up from a chair and feel a quick wave of dizziness, or maybe you've noticed that walking across the room isn't as steady as it used to be. If this is happening, do not ignore it. Why? Because balance issues are one of the biggest predictors of future falls. And once a fall happens, recovery can be tough. But here's the thing. Dizziness and balance problems don't just come out of nowhere. They often start with small changes in your inner ear, blood pressure, hydration levels, or even medication side effects. One simple check? The 10-second balance test. Try standing on one foot for 10 seconds. If you struggle, it could mean your balance and coordination need work. The good news is, you can improve this. Stay hydrated, move more, and work on simple balance exercises like standing on one foot or walking heel to toe. But if dizziness is happening frequently, especially when you stand up, get it checked out. It could be a warning sign of blood pressure issues, heart conditions, or even something as simple as needing to adjust your medications. Ignoring it is not worth the risk. Shortness of breath from simple activities. Have you ever noticed yourself feeling out of breath when walking up the stairs or doing something that used to feel easy? It's easy to assume that this is just a normal part of aging, but it's not. If you're getting winded from everyday activities, your body is trying to tell you something. Shortness of breath can be a sign of heart or lung problems, poor circulation, or even low oxygen levels in the blood. And here's the tricky part. Many people don't realize how serious it is until it's too late. They think they just need to slow down, when in reality, their heart or lungs might not be working as efficiently as they should. So what should you do? First, pay attention to when it happens. Does it happen only after intense activity, or are you feeling winded from simple tasks like getting dressed or walking across the room? If it's happening more often or getting worse, talk to your doctor immediately. And in the meantime, work on strengthening your lungs and circulation. Deep breathing exercises, walking at a comfortable pace, and improving posture can all help your body use oxygen more efficiently. But the most important thing? Don't ignore this sign. Many seniors overlook it until they have a serious heart or lung issue, and by then, it's much harder to fix. What you can do right now: we've covered some major warning signs that often go unnoticed: fatigue, unexplained weight loss, forgetfulness, dizziness, and shortness of breath. And the key takeaway? Your body is always giving you signals. The sooner you listen, the more control you have over your health. Now, before we continue, take a moment and ask yourself, have I noticed any of these signs lately? If the answer is yes, don't panic. But don't ignore them either. Even the smallest change, drinking more water, adjusting your diet, or making a doctor's appointment, can be the first step toward preventing something more serious. And now, let's keep going, because there are still more critical signs that you need to know. Now that we've covered some of the most commonly missed warning signs: fatigue, unexplained weight loss, forgetfulness, dizziness, and shortness of breath, let's talk about a few more that are just as important. Because when it comes to your health, every small sign matters. Changes in your skin or wounds that take too long to heal. Have you ever noticed a cut or bruise that seems to take forever to heal? Or maybe your skin is looking thinner, drier, or more discolored than it used to. These changes might seem minor, but they can actually be early signs of poor circulation, diabetes, or even immune system issues. Your skin is like a mirror. It reflects what's happening inside your body. If your wounds are healing slowly, it could mean your body isn't getting enough nutrients or oxygen-rich blood to the affected area. This is especially true for people with diabetes or heart conditions. And if you notice new spots, moles that are changing shape, or patches of skin that look unusual, pay attention. Skin cancer is one of the most common cancers in older adults, but when caught early, it's also one of the most treatable. So, what should you do? Keep an eye on your skin. If a wound isn't healing after a couple of weeks, talk to your doctor. If you notice a mole that looks different than the others, get it checked. These small steps could help you catch something early and prevent it from becoming a bigger problem. Digestive issues that don't go away. Let's talk about something most people don't like to discuss: your digestion. If you're experiencing constant bloating, frequent constipation, sudden diarrhea, or stomach pain that doesn't go away, don't just assume it's normal. Your gut health is deeply connected to your overall well-being. When digestion slows down or becomes unpredictable, it could be a sign of food intolerances, poor gut bacteria, or even underlying conditions like irritable bowel syndrome, IBS, or colon issues. And in some cases, ongoing stomach troubles can be early signs of something more serious, like gallbladder disease or colorectal cancer. One simple fix? Start paying attention to what you eat and how it makes you feel. Keep track of any foods that seem to trigger discomfort, and make sure you're eating plenty of fiber-rich foods like fruits, vegetables, and whole grains. And if your digestive issues aren't improving after making small changes, see a doctor to rule out any underlying issues. Mood changes, irritability, or feeling down for no reason. Physical health isn't the only thing that changes as we age. Our mental and emotional well-being matters just as much. If you've been feeling more irritable, anxious, or down than usual, it's worth paying attention to. Many people assume that feeling a little off emotionally is just a natural part of aging, but it's not. Your mood is deeply connected to your physical health. Low energy, poor sleep, and nutrient deficiencies can all affect how you feel mentally. And sometimes, these changes in mood can be early signs of hormonal imbalances, thyroid issues, or even the beginning stages of depression. One of the biggest culprits? Loneliness and lack of social connection. Studies show that seniors who feel isolated are more likely to experience cognitive decline, weakened immune systems, and even shorter lifespans. So, if you've been feeling more irritable, unmotivated, or just not like yourself, don't ignore it. Try to spend more time with loved ones, get fresh air, and keep your mind engaged with hobbies and social activities. And if your mood isn't improving, talk to someone, whether it's a trusted friend, a family member, or a doctor. Your emotional health matters. What this all means for you at this point, you might be thinking, wow, there's a lot to watch out for. And you're right. But here's the good news. You don't have to be afraid of these signs. You just have to be aware of them. Your body is always communicating with you. It's constantly giving you little hints about what's going on inside. The key is to listen. If you notice yourself feeling more tired than usual, take a closer look at your hydration, diet, and heart health. If you've lost weight without trying, get it checked out. If your memory feels foggy, start giving your brain the nutrients and stimulation it needs. The best thing you can do for yourself is to take action early. Most health problems don't happen overnight. They build up slowly, sometimes for years. But when you catch the warning signs early, you give yourself the power to prevent something worse. You have more control than you think. Aging doesn't mean losing your health. It doesn't mean accepting weakness, decline, or disease. You have the power to live a strong, independent, and vibrant life, no matter your age. All it takes is awareness and action. Start small. Drink more water. Move a little every day. Eat the foods that nourish your body. Pay attention to the signals your body is giving you. And most importantly, never ignore a change that doesn't feel right. Because here's the truth. You deserve to feel your best at every stage of life. And by paying attention to these early warning signs, you can take control of your health, your happiness, and your future. So, if this video helped you today, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs to hear this message. Because the more we take care of ourselves, the better and longer we can enjoy life. Here's to staying strong, healthy, and independent for years to come.